Hello again. How are you, dear IELTS candidates? Hope you're fine. Well, today we're going to work on adverbs. In our previous session, we worked on adjectives. And you know how to make adverbs out of adjectives. So you put ly at the end of an adjective, then you will have an adverb. So it's pretty simple. The adjectives we had in our previous session will be changed into adverbs. Then we'll have the structure of noun phrase plus verb plus adverb. All right. So first we'll have verb and then adverb, because adverbs, as you know, describe the verb. So as you remember, we talking about medium change, we had some adjectives. So the same adjectives can be changed into adverbs to talk about medium change. For example, for medium change, adverbs can be gradually, steadily, moderately, and consistently. The same four adjectives we had in our previous session, all right? So these are the adverbs. Now I'm going to make two sentences out of these four adjectives. The number of people with diabetes. So this is our noun phrase, the number of people with diabetes. Increased, this is our verb, and then we'll have adverb. Gradually or moderately. This is the structure. Noun phrase, verb, adverb. Very simple, really very easy. Now, let's make another example. The size of the average apartment in London, this is our, let's say, a noun phrase, is expected to decline. So it is about the future, is expected to decline steadily or consistently over the next 15 years. Now, when we want to talk about fast change, our adverbs will be sharply, dramatically, steeply, and rapidly. Again, the same four adjectives we had in our previous session, and they're changed into adverbs. Now let's make two sentences. The number of people infected, this is our noun phrase, increased sharply or rapidly in March. The number of people infected increased rapidly or sharply in March. Now our next sentence. The value of Germany's exports dropped steeply or dramatically in the first few months of 2020. Now, let's talk about big change. So we had three adjectives describing big change. That is, actually, it's not necessarily fast. And that is significantly. So as an adjective, we had significant. As an adverb, we have significantly, considerably, and substantially. So this is about big change. Now, let's make one sentence. The average age of car owners decreased significantly, considerably, or substantially in the 1950s. Right now, let's talk about small change. As small change, we have three adjectives, slight, marginal, and slow. So we'll change them into adverbs. Slightly, marginally, or slowly. Now, as an example, the price of a bottle of milk fell slightly or marginally last month. Or the amount of people studying physics is expected to rise slowly. Is expected to rise slowly. And we have an adverb, wildly. I talked about this adverb before when we want to talk about fluctuation, right? So wildly is used to describe, let's say, fluctuation that is big or large fluctuations. For example, the company's value fluctuated wildly in the first few months of the year. fluctuated wildly. All right, now let's put all these adverbs into practice working on a sample chart. Now, as you can see on your screen, this is a line graph, and it's about world population growth from 1700 up to 2100, right? Let's work on the world population. Let's make a sentence between 1800 and 1900. So in 1800 and 1900, you can see that growth was steady, all right? So we're going to make verb-adverb structure. The world population, so we have first noun phrase, grew as verb, steadily adverb between 1800 and 1900. It's a very simple structure. Now let's make a sentence between the years 1950 and 2019. So as you can see, the increase here is steep. It's very large. It's very big, right? So our sentence will be something like this. The number of people in the world, so instead of world population, I changed a sentence a little bit. The number of people in the world increased steeply between 1950 and 2019. All right, now let's practice more. I'm going to ask you some questions, 3 questions. So we'll work on another graph here, another line graphs. And as you can see on your screen, this is another line graph, and it's about urban population in millions in 5 or 7, I think, different regions: Africa, China, India, Latin America, Europe, Southeast Asia, and North America. So I want you to make a sentence about Africa between 2025 and 2045. So as you can see, Africa in 2025 and 2045, there is going to be, or expected to be, what? Increase, all right? And it is significant. So it is going to increase from almost 600 million up to 1,200 or 1,000,000,002. Right? So when we say something like this, it is significant, all right? So the urban population of Africa is expected to increase significantly between 2025 and 2045. Right? Good. Now let's make sentence about Latin America from 1995 to 2015. So Latin America, as you can see, there was rise, right? But it was slow. It was not very big, or it was not, let's say, medium change. That was very slow. So we can say the number of people living in urban areas in Latin America rose slowly between 1995 and 2015. Now, the last sentence I want you to make is about India between 2015 and 2045. So, there is going to be growth, all right? But it is consistent, right? So the structure will be grow consistently. Now let's make a full sentence. According to the graph, the urban population of India will grow consistently from 2015 to 2045. This is the sentence that we have here and the structure. All right, that's all for today's session. So we worked on nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Now it's pretty easy for you to make long sentences describing the change in a graph or chart, right? So we still need to work on prepositions and numbers. Very, very important. And also comparisons, all right? Our next 3 sessions will be about these parts. We'll work on prepositions, which are very, very important, and also about numbers, how to talk about numbers, especially when it comes to pie charts, and comparisons that in comparative graphs, we need to compare data. So we'll focus in our next three sessions on these parts. And then after we're finished with these parts, we'll start writing. So this is the end of our today's session. Hope you've enjoyed this part. Until next time, enjoy your time. Stay tuned and goodbye.